Hello and welcome to Sessions at StudioM.com and Sessions at Studio M's YouTube channel. Sessions at StudioM.com is an online audio recording school. My name is Michael Mon, the audio instructor for Sessions at StudioM.com, and today is week number 4, or tip number 4 of our weekly audio recording tips. Today we're going to discuss the floor tom or any other tom of the drum set. Last week we discussed the kick drum and showed you a few examples of how to get the kick drum ready and prepped, and then a few different mic placements. Well, today we're going to show you how to prep and get the floor tom ready, and this will apply to any tom. We're just using the floor tom because it's easy to show. So we have our floor tom. This is a Tama Art Star 2. It's a maple drum set. Maple wood generally is a slightly brighter tone, but it has some rich, deep bottom end. Birch is a slightly darker wood. There's Bubinga that's kind of a combination of the two. That's kind of the new, popular, really expensive wood. Maple used to be the top of the line wood. So we have our floor tom. We have a fairly new head on here. If we were to replace the head, we would put it in, and then we would press really hard to hear it crack once we've finger tightened each individual lug. We have the lugs on here. What we're going to do now is we're going to check the tuning of the drum. One of the most important things is the tuning of the drum set, and that will get you the best possible sound that you can. So how you check the tuning is you just hit next to each individual lug. So you'll hear all right, so we have one lug that's slightly different. It was slightly higher pitched. So we'll adjust that and see, and it may affect another lug, and it takes a little bit of time to do this. All right, so this one needs just a little goosing. All right. All right, it sounds like we've got the lugs tuned. We would do the same thing for the bottom head. I've already done that on the bottom head. That head's been on there for a while, and it's tuned. And the other thing that you want on a two-head drum is you want to make sure that the top head and the bottom head are even tensioned. So when you press on this head and you press on the bottom head, you're getting the same amount of push, and you're using a similar head on the top and the bottom. It will give you the best or the richest tone that you possibly can get. So we now have the drum. There's a little bit of ring in this drum because it's a 16 by 16. It's a very large floor tom. Now there are a few different ways to deal with the ring. I personally like living with a bigger drum and the ring. So one thing you can do if you want to deal with the ring, you can get a piece of tape, and I've just got standard masking tape. Duct tape, gaff tape typically works. But what we want to do is you want to have it folded up, fold it into itself, and then just attach it to the edge of the drum. And you would want to do that in just a couple of spots. This way it will make it a little bit more dead, but without killing all the sustain of the drum. So if I put this on there and we hit it, you'll hear that it's significantly less ringy. And you can do that until the ring is completely gone by just continuing to add the tape. One of the things that helps is just that little extra lip up there. It helps keep some of the sustain. If you were to just apply tape all the way around, you would just end up with a really dead 70s kind of Eagles, disco drum sound. So we have our drum. I'm satisfied with the sound. It would give us a nice big sound. So let's discuss how we place the microphone. We have a microphone. It's an AKG D40. It's a tom microphone. I've got it on a clip that's attached to the drum. There are many different ways you can do this. You can use, like last week we used an Audix D6. You could use an Audix D6. It would give you a very rich tone. What I want to do with this particular microphone is I'm trying to aim right where I hit, and that will give me the richest possible tone. If I aim it more towards the rim, it will give me more of my stick and just kind of be a little bit brighter. So if you're having a hard time having your drums cut through, you can do that. But I'm trying to get the mic to go right where I'm hitting, right here in the center of the drum. And this will give us the tone that I personally liked, the nice big full tom, and it sits in like a rock mix. And so you should be able to hear what we've done. So if you've enjoyed this tip, this is an excerpt from class number 5 from sessions at StudioM.com, an online audio recording school. We've done this in my home studio. The class is done in a different studio. But this just gives you an idea of some of the things that we talk about and that we get way more in depth on in class number 5 on sessions at StudioM.com. This recording tip applies to all the toms. Tuning is roughly the same. Each drum has its own resonant pitch, and you try and find it. And then you match the top and bottom head tension, match the lugs, and add tape to taste. So thank you again for viewing our video. My name is Michael Mon for Sessions at StudioM.com, an online audio recording school, and Sessions at Studio M's YouTube channel.